update on the situation in Clinton.
Demons are firing on TCP Bravo. Need backup.
This is Control. Where are we with Union Square?
Looks like Doc checked in.
Peter, I've had an epiphany. It's all about the mind. Take me, for example. A mind of unlimited potential, shackled to a tired, old body. Think of what that mind could achieve if it were freed. In developing our neural interface, we need to think beyond replicating the tired putterings of our physical forms. Instead, reach into imagination and possibility. Reach into the mind.
I've never heard Doc this excited by a project. Hope he's not too excited.
Spider-Man! Masked menace, my brother worked for Fitz.
Spider-Man, I could really use your help. My roommate's been missing since the Halloween party.
Okay, got a name? Last known location?
His name's Carlos. I ran a facial recognition search across social media. Here, let me text you what I found.
Smart. What's your name?
Philip Chang.
Okay, Philip. I'll find Carlos. If you get info on anyone else who's missing, let me know. Okay, looks like I need to find the location in this picture. I see the Statue of Liberty, so it's gotta be way south of here. Not close to the university. Probably the financial district. Philip, I'm headed to where the picture was taken. How recent is it?
I'm dead half an hour ago.
Nice heuristics. You did that facial tracker on your own?
Yeah, it's my thesis project. I'm hoping it'll help me land a job.
If this works, you can count on me for a reference. If I can find the location in this picture, I should be able to find Philip's roommate. That looks like the spot over there. These students are acting like the ones at the Halloween party. Lee must have corrupted them. Fire's spreading. I better end this fast. That's the last of them.
What happened? Everything was fine, and then so much anger. I couldn't think straight.
It's over now. Though I'd stay off the internet for a while.
Spider-Man. So my tracker picked up some more people who were at the party and might have gotten, you know.
This is Ethan Albright, a biochem TA. Didn't show up for class. My software picked him up in a photo, but there's other pics from the same location and he's gone.
Still our best shot. I'll try to find the place. Thanks. Philip's photo is my only lead again. I gotta find this location. The picture shows elevated train tracks, like the ones up in East Harlem.
Spider-Man, I talked to Carlos. He felt fine until he got to the barbecue. Whatever happened to him kicked in after the Halloween party.
A delayed reaction. That's not good. There could be corrupted walking time bombs all over Manhattan. L trains could mean Harlem. Lee's corruption is frightening. Literally, no one's safe. I'm used to hostile New Yorkers, but this is a whole new level. Good thing I've got Philip on my side. That guy has some impressive skills. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this location. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. These aren't the right tracks. I'll try the ones in East Harlem. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU. Wrong place. I need to go to the tracks in East Harlem. I think this is pretty far north of ESU. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this location. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. These aren't the tracks I'm looking for. There's another set in East Harlem. L trains could mean Harlem. I think this is pretty far north of ESU. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. I think this is pretty far north of ESU. I see elevated train tracks. Those are... If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks... L trains could mean Harlem. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. I think this is pretty far north of ESU. L trains could mean Harlem. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. If I find the East Harlem elevated... I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ES... If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I can follow them to this location. These aren't the right tracks. I'll try the ones in East Harlem. I think these tracks are in East Harlem. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the track. I think this is pretty far. I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU. L trains could mean Harlem. I'm on the right track. Literally. I should be able to follow these to where the photo was taken. I think this is pretty far north of ESU. If I find the East Harlem elevated train tracks, I see elevated train tracks. Those are northeast of ESU. Looks like there's a bridge at the end of the tracks. L trains could mean Harlem. This is it. No corrupted students, but it looks like they've been here. What happened?
Bunch of maniacs going wild. They were high or something. Ran off up the street.
Gotta find them before someone gets hurt a lot worse.
My car's in the garage. That's the direction they ran.
There they are. Time to end this.
Tear off your skin.
Lee corrupted a lot of people at the Halloween party. sooner I get you guys back to normal, the better.
Set me free. We'll set you free too.
Door's locked. No time to be polite about it. I think that's it.
I was just drinking my latte, thinking about this one time I got mugged. And I saw this big crowd of people, and it's like someone flipped a switch.
You should be fine now. Though maybe you should switch to decaf.
Spidey, don't worry about it.
Let's talk about Halloween, folks. It may be good fun for the kids to dress up as a cowboy or astronaut or ballerina and trick-or-treat, but this trend of grown adults glorifying the likes of Spider-Man by dressing up as them is, especially in the times we live in, disturbing. What say you, Gino from the Bronx?
Yeah, well, I get your point, but my girlfriend got this sexy Spider-Girl costume, and it really spices things up. Know what I'm saying?
Huh. I most certainly do. J. Jonah Jameson is not one to be judgmental. But you, sir, are an extremely disturbed man. Goodbye.
Spider-Man is situated.
Hey, Spider-Man, there's another missing student. Latest MIA is Steve Hopkins. What worries me about him is some guys from Tombstone's gang started dealing in his neighborhood recently. Steve hated that. It's a nice area, but he was too scared to do anything.
If he's corrupted, he might take out his anger on them. And he's the one who'd get hurt.
This is the last picture Steve put up before he went silent. I couldn't find anything more recent.
Huh. Pretty sure this is the Upper West Side. I think I need to head north. So I'm looking for a park by the water, northwest. Philip, what can you tell me about Steve?
He's a little guy. Wouldn't hurt to fly. I'm not sure he could if he wanted to.
Sounds like these dealers would crush him. And a little guy might burn out quicker. I better hurry. I think this park is on the Upper West Side. Steve Steve guy sounds like he's all responsibility but no power. I hope I can get there in time. Tombstone's gang might not be as bulletproof as their boss, but they're almost as deadly.
Damn, son, you got a death wish? Hey, fellas, let's take college boy to school.
That corrupted guy bit off more than he could chew. Guess I have to rescue him before I cure him. Those guys are armed. Maybe I can take some of them quietly. Literally didn't see that coming.
Hey. Okay. Stand down! Take your best shot, Spider-Man. Hit him! Web! Shoot web!
All clear, Steve. Let's get... Steve! Come on, I just saved you! This is what they call tough love.
Oh, God. What did I do? I always had a problem with those guys, but... tonight I wanted to kill them. In ways I don't even want to think about.
Don't worry. This wasn't your fault.
We're gonna pull a boatload of cash once we get grave dust from the street. We got this, Spider-Man.
This is Stable Control. Need a report of the situation north of Houston. Control, our APC is under attack by T. Masked terrorists are planting a bomb.
Spider-Man, I've got a lot more missing students. The debate club never showed for a meet today. All vanished at once.
A coordinated attack. Things are escalating. What's their last known location?
The club president, Harold, showed up in a tourist's photo stream.
The Brooklyn Bridge is definitely in this photo. That's southeast of the university. Gotta head to the southeast edge of the island. This isn't the right bridge. That's definitely the Brooklyn Bridge in the background. I can head to the eastern shoreline and go south from there. The Brooklyn Bridge is in the southeast corner of the island. Gotta head to the southeast edge of the island. The Brooklyn Bridge is in the south... Nope, wrong way. Brooklyn Bridge is on the southeast shoreline. I'm too far north. I need to head south. I should search south of the university. This isn't right. I need to be going south if I want to get to the Brooklyn Bridge. I should search south of the university. I'm too far north. I need to head south. can head to the eastern shoreline and go south from there.
That's not the Brooklyn Bridge, but I'm close.
That's definitely the Brooklyn Bridge in the background.
Major disturbance, vicinity of Brooklyn Bridge. Backup requested.
Uh-oh. I better hurry. Truck's leaking gas. If it blows, it'll take out the whole block. They're causing sparks every time they hit the truck. Don't you guys have something better to do than blow yourselves up? Gotta keep them away from the truck! That tanker can't take much more. In case you were confused, flammable and inflammable mean the same thing.
Thank you. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I couldn't stop myself.
Sounds like a typical college student. You'll be all right now.
Folks, you've no doubt heard about the riot at Empire State University. But this is not your usual toxic mix of underage drinking, entitled millennials, and hormones run rampant. Authorities are keeping a tight lid on the situation, but my sources tell me the demons drug the students, turning them into deadly rage machines. What has become of our fair city, ladies and gentlemen, when we have to fear our own children? Our neighbors, our husbands and wives. Be vigilant, be on guard, and keep a close eye on that barista with the man bun making your skinny latte, or you could be next!
This is Control. Where are we with Union Square?
APC under fire. Repeat, we are taking fire.
Spider-Man, we have a crisis situation. The football team went to an away game. never made it back. They found the buses abandoned.
Team, fans, staff. Lee has an army out there. Any leads?
Someone recognized the quarterback, Brad Davis. Posted a picture.
Hold on. That looks like Washington Square Arch. I think this is next to ESU. Excuse me, pardon me. They're like a pack of wolves. The longer this goes on, the more likely someone dies. How many players on a roster again? First time I've wished our team had fewer fans. I wish they'd been this persistent against State. Kill you first! Is it finally over?
Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy.
You're not the first one this happened to. Good news is, doctors checked the others and they don't have any lasting effects.
Oh, thanks. I don't know how to repay you.
Beat the Wildcats on Saturday and we'll call it even.
You did it. All the missing students are accounted for.
Good to hear.
Maybe now things can get back to normal. I miss normal.
Right there with you, buddy.